Namaskaram, ladies and gentlemen. So, the last 40 to 30 days before your examination, especially the last month, that is what we call the toughest phase in the career, in the CA career of a student. Why? Because this is the phase where your mind slowly starts negotiating with you. The escapism mode kicks in because at this phase you may be following a lot of analysis, lot of ABC analysis strategies. Your mind starts questioning, is my analysis correct? Will question comes from the chapter I've skipped? Will question be asked from the chapters that I'm studying? Or should I skip to one group instead of giving both the groups? All these kinds of thought slowly comes in. Self-doubt start kicks in, and your routine may collapse. You would have seen, like, morning you are really good at studying, but afternoon your mind's overthinking comes in, and slowly these thoughts comes in, and your routine slowly collapses, and you'll end up in your phone or YouTube searching for motivation videos or new strategies, right? So this is what we call the mind negotiating with you. Mind starts slowly doubting you. So your mind want to get into that easy phase. It doesn't want to face the hard work. So what it escapes. It slowly is try to negotiate with you to escape from this hard work and give you something easier. Like when you skip from one group to another group, like both the groups to one group, your half the load is lower, right? Or when you skip two chapters, the load is lower. So that is what we call this negotiation phase. So here overthinking comes in, slowly your routine slows down and it slowly collapses. All these are the problems. Your confidence may lose. So there are practical steps to solve this, because I have faced this from my experience of writing the CA inter and final examinations. I will give you practical tips to conquer this phase. How to go through this phase without your mind getting affected. Every day, if you are overthinking for 1 hour, self-doubt, 30 days, it's 30 hours. It's like one subject can be finished in that hour, right? So I'll give you practical tips to solve this. So let's break down this problem with the framework called the RRR framework, which I devised myself for when I was writing the examination. That is what we call review, reset, and reinforce. This is the perfect time in which you must do this to clear Jan 26, because 100% if you do this, you will have an extra edge over the others who are not doing this. So listen to this video. First is review. Let's talk about why this problem is actually happening to you. Because now you have been studying for last many months. So your mind, a lot of info is there, but it doesn't have a clarity right now. How much you have studied, how much to cover, what is actually left, how confident are you in a subject. So it doesn't have a clarity. So first, let's give it a clarity, and that is what we call a review. Every student who clears the examination, people who does bigger things in life does this review. It is very, very, very important. So take a day off tomorrow, or like half day off. Take a piece of paper, and whatever subjects you are writing, just do a review. Where are you actually standing? How much topics have you covered? How confident are you in the topics? What are the topics where you lack? All these things, write it down in paper, not in mind, in paper. Put it down to get the clarity. So once that clarity is done, that is a review phase, reviewing your progress till now. Once the review phase is done, then now comes the second phase, that is called resetting. You would have a study plan till now, how to cover all these things. So take that study plan, based on this review, make a new study plan or adjust that study plan. That is what we call reset. Resetting it, that is, all the topics you are weak at, give it more time. Like that, you can adjust your revision timetable. That is what we call a reset. So now when your review and reset is done, now comes the third phase. That is what we call reinforcing your routine. You would already have a routine, adjust it, reinforce it according to your new plan, new study plan, whatever. Just review your routine also once more. That is, where am I losing time in a day? Where are you losing 1 hour, 30 minutes extra time, which you can use for studying? So now reinforce that routine, make that routine more stronger, and now you done the three frameworks. Now what is the important thing? That is the execution of this routine and study plan. And how to do that? That comes with a small mindset switch. That is, to execute this RRR framework, that is a base, especially reinforcing the routine, you need a mindset switch, a mindset thought process. That is, only think about one day at a time. That is, today morning you wake up, only think about today's target, routine, study plan, everything is set. Only think about that day. So now overthinking will not come. You just understand, you just see. Overthinking comes mainly because of three reasons. Number one, your mind is not having a clarity about. So that one issue we have solved now with this process, with this review, resetting, and reinforcing. Now, once that is done, another two reasons for overthinking is fear of failure and comparison with your friends. So for that, I'll make a separate video in the upcoming days. So stay connected for that. So now the most important, the 50 to 60% of your overthinking regarding exam will be over when you do this RRR framework. When you do the review, when you understand where you are lacking, how to improve, everything. So once that is done, your problem, half of the overthinking is gone. Next half, we will deal it in another video. So stay connected till then. Then to reinforce, to follow this routine blindly, one mindset switch, that is think about only one day at a time. One day at a time. That is, morning you wake up, you know today's plan, just blindly follow that. Today's target, sleep, finish it, then only sleep. Simple as that. No workload, no backlog will come. And at the end of the day, guys, understand one thing. From my experience, I'm saying you, regret is the worst feeling in the life ever. Regret, I could have done a bit more. Like when the result comes, that is a problem. I could have done a bit more. 5 marks, I could have solved 5 questions. I would have 5 marks. One question, if I would have solved, I would have passed. So that is the regret is a worst feeling. And regret is related to stress also. Stress comes from it doesn't come from studying 16 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours. No, stress doesn't come from working hard. It comes only from not taking action over something which you could have taken action, which you could have controlled. That is, you study only 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day. At the end of the day, you'll think, okay, I wasted this much time. I could have studied this much more. That is where the stress comes. That is, stress is linked with the regret. So that feeling we should avoid. For that, only way is sticking to your routine. So your routine equal to your result. Understand this now. And everyone, look at everyone who have done bigger things in life. Let's take athletes or players like Ronaldo, Virat Kohli. All these people are at the level at which they are now. It's only because of their routine. The routine is hard. Studying is hard. It's very, very hard. Enjoying or watching reels and doing all those things are fun. But to achieve some bigger goals, you need a routine. Everyone have a goal in their mind, but routine is what takes you to that goal. So keep your head down. It's like climbing. Imagine you are going to climb 1,000 steps. If you think about the 800th step, how will you climb? Just focus on the first step. Just focus on the next step. Just focus on the next step. Without even knowing, you will reach at the top. That is a way to go, because I understood this from one of my travel experiences. When I was driving from Kerala to Ladakh in our bike trip, all our friends. So there, we did the trip and came back. And then my exams, all those things were there. So I was also overthinking about examination. So when I talked to my father, he told me one thing. You drove from Kerala to Kashmir. Have you ever thought about, will an accident come in the way in Bangalore or in Hyderabad or in Delhi? Any problems will come? No, we have never thought about that. We are just focused on Kerala to Bangalore. Okay, once we reach Bangalore, our destination is only Bangalore first. So we are not thinking about Kashmir. How will we reach Kashmir? No. Once we reach Bangalore, the next thing is how will we reach Hyderabad? Once we reach Hyderabad, then next destination. Like that we were going. Similarly, once you have this routine, when you follow daily tasks, your goal is there. Like Ladakh, your CA Jan 26 attempt is there. But don't think about that attempt now. That is Ladakh. Don't think about Ladakh now. Think about your Bangalore now. That is your today. When today is over, think about next Hyderabad. One step at a time. This is how we need to conquer this feeling. And once you write all this review process down, your half of your overthinking and self-doubt will go, because you have a clarity now. So that is what I'm saying. This mindset switch is literally very, 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 very important at this space. I also used to worry a lot of about the future things. But this one simple mindset in my mind, that is, we don't know. Always when some kind of this kind of fear or overthinking comes, just tell your mind, I don't know whether the world will exist tomorrow. Why should I worry about tomorrow? Let's focus on today. So focus on only your next 24 hours max. Don't think beyond that, because we don't know whether the world will exist. We don't know even we will exist. So just understand that much. So this is what I have to say. So do the RRR framework now, review, reset, and reinforce your routine, because your routine equal to your result. If you blindly follow your routine, 100% you will pass. So for the next 45 days, for the next 30 days, for the next 15 days, whatever days you have till your examination, blindly follow the routine and make it a pledge in the comment box that whatever happens, Jan 26 is mine. Jan 26 is mine, because you need to have that inner confidence now. And that comes when you do this RRR framework. 100% just do it, because confidence is everything now. Confidence is everything. So focus on one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on Bangalore, Hyderabad, like that, till you reach your main goal. And share this video to your friend who is actually facing this problem, this self-doubt, overthinking, all these things, who talks to you about all this issue. Because if you're a really good friend, share this video to him, because that will be definitely helpful for him. That is how we help a real good friend. So this is all what I have to say. So if you got any value from this video, just give this video a thumbs up, and I wanted to know your opinions in the comments. So just write the pledge, Jan 26 is mine. So if you want to see me again in future, just stay subscribed and stay connected. So these kinds of videos are coming in. And if you're hyped up, just give this video a hype up. That's it. Bye.